Hey you guys, how you living? How you feeling? How you doing? It's Namaste J in the building. How y'all doing today? I'm here to give you guys a daily collective reading for the day, April 12th, 2020. I don't really want to say the date, like, just know if you're seeing this message not on the day you were supposed to hear it. It doesn't apply. It applies when you come across this video. If you've come across this video a week, a month, a year, like, you know what I'm saying, like after it's out, they're timeless. I should have just said that. These videos are timeless. So if they apply to your situation when you're watching it, then it's for you. I make things so overly complicated sometimes, and I'm like, bruh, just shut the fuck up and get to the point. All readings are timeless. If it doesn't resonate, then it may not be for you right now, or it just doesn't belong to you. If it flows, let it go. If it doesn't apply, let it fly, okay? Spirit, thank you for waking me up this morning. Thank you for allowing me to be here with the collective today, April 12th, 2020. Thank you for all you have given to us and all the blessings and lessons we've received. Please allow me to give the collective clear and concise messages full of faith, hope, truth, and divine guidance, and that each message is for their highest good. Thank you. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to the spirit. What do you have for the collective today? What do you have for the collective? Today, April 12th, 2020. What divine messages would you like to come across today in this reading? What are some things we need to work on? What are some messages of clarity? Okay, I think my sleep is getting in the way. Get your steps in. Make sure you're not just sitting in the house cooped up and shit. Make sure you enjoy the fresh air outside. And maybe you need to take your mind off something, go for a walk. Work it out, okay? Working out relieves stress, raises your vibration. What more could you ask for? Okay. Cards out the deck, we have the Ten of Create, Ace of Think, Sun in the reverse, and Bound. So it seems like you're in the middle of creating something. You have a lot of ideas, and I feel like you really your collection is expansive. So like your thoughts are coinciding with your actions. You might have been thinking of a broad route, a broad way of thinking, a broader way of knowledge about a project. But now, like, you're running towards that to create it. You're ambitious, you're going after it. You have clarity about it. So it's like you're honing in on that one single idea. I I talked about this in another video. But when you might have been feeling overwhelmed. You might have been feeling like you couldn't focus on one particular project or particular ability that you may have. But now you're gaining the clarity that you need in order to fulfill and carry this portion of your path out. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense? If you hear somebody talking, I think that's my neighbor on the phone. Now the Sun card. The Sun card is about being joyful. It's about you might need to get out into the sun. You might need to get out into nature. She's happy, she's jovial, she's excited. When the sun shines on you, it's just like so warm, and it feels like spirit is hugging you. Yeah. But let's see. It was in the okay, so maybe that's just something that you need to work on. Maybe you need to get excited. Maybe you need to you might be just in the reverse. I feel like be more joyful, like be like it's kind of like a wake up and smell the flowers type of thing, you know. Go outside, hear the birds chirp, see the beauties in the trees and the flowers and, you know, the sky, things like that. Really just taking the time out of your schedule, mixing it up, you know what I'm saying? Didn't I just, wow, it's crazy because I didn't even read that part, and it says go ahead, stop and smell the flowers. What the fuck? Deepens, you're innocent, wise at the same time, light of heart and deep in spirit. So this may be what you want to work on. With this bound card, why do you feel stuck? Spirit, why does the collective feel stuck? Why does the collective feel stuck? What is this bound card about? What is this bound card? Ooh, it's slipping. What is this bound card about, Spirit? What's it referring to? Oh, I cannot use all these cards. Okay. Mayday, mayday, man down, man down. Shit. Okay. See, this is what people usually would edit out, but fuck all that. Okay. Okay. Very. What is this bound card about? Like, we really got to get down to the I don't even know how you say that. We got to get down and dirty. There we go. What was that? Wait, what was that, Spirit? Can I get a card to flip out? Clear. Oh, yes, you're wanting me to. Okay, so like I was saying, that you might either still be in this energy, or you're coming out of this energy where you're overthinking and you're isolating yourself and you're feeling overwhelmed mentally. So as far as why you are feeling stuck, because you feel like you cannot get to the end of this project, like the end of completing it. I really feel like you should see it through. See whether this is a project or a situation. I feel like you need to see this through. You need to keep going. Don't give up, because it's like the 10 is like completion. You know what I'm saying? And what you feeling stuck, you feel like you're not going anywhere fast enough or anywhere at all. I feel like you really need to thug it out. You know what I'm saying? You might feel stuck. Let me get some clarification. Here, can I get some clarification with the bound and 10 create? May I get further clarification on those 2 cards, please? So you feel like you can't relax. You feel like you can't catch a break. You feel like you can't. Okay, so right before. So I'm gonna say this. Right when you feel stuck, right when you feel like shit's not gonna pop, that's when shit is gonna pop. That's what Spirit is telling me to tell you. Right when you want to give the fuck up, that's when Spirit comes through for you. Literally. Like, it's like, you really gotta have faith with this shit. You really have to get out your head and really start sitting back and taking the beauty out of every situation that you're in. And it's gonna be something that hits you. It's just gonna be something that's intense. You may have already had this intense event or situation happen to where your mind is expanded, and or shit just is crumbling, and you're really going back and putting the pieces in order. But that tower moment gave you clarity on the situation. But you might be having a hard time just chilling out and letting Spirit work. Now with the Sun card, yes! Okay, I'm gonna show you that. Wait. Okay, fuck it. Okay, so clarification for the Sun in reverse. We got the 4 of Earth, and we got the Child of Earth in the reverse. So you're coming to a higher awareness, viewing the world with a childlike innocence. 4 is about stability, balance, harmony. The 4 of Earth is really yearning for stability, yearning for a solid foundation. She's nurturing herself, nurturing her projects, nurturing her just like self-love, but like, because this is the earthly results of you building a solid foundation for something. Okay, so maybe because you have this higher awareness, now you have the clarity to build a solid foundation, to have stability in your life. Because with those overwhelming feelings, that's like your root chakra. Oh, look at the kitty. That's your root chakra might be imbalanced. So maybe root chakra meditation, because that's your foundation, you know, like that. So that keeps all of your other chakras, your source levels, your energy levels balanced. So when that's aligned, I feel like everything else is not going to be able to get aligned properly, because that's your base. So you need that. So maybe meditations will help that. But really, once you get out of that space of being overwhelmed and you have the clarity, you can now search for the stability and the balance that you need. with this higher awareness that you've obtained. Oh wow, cool. She's being level-headed. Okay, I don't really call out signs, but only when I know. So you could be an earth sign, Capricorn. Don't judge me, because I really can't even think of Capricorn, Libra, Taurus. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm gonna go back and look anyway after this video. You could be a fire sign because you have the sun here. The sun card is also a Leo. You could be a Leo. We have the sun card and then we have the sun in those two. You could be a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Virgo. Stability in relationships, health, well-being, solid planning, hard work, the maturity to see. What did I tell you? You need to see this situation through, because okay, it's like when you're that spirit making you uncomfortable, when you're feeling stressed the fuck out, you have mad anxiety, that's spirit testing you being, depending on how hard it's about to rain, about to roll up my windows. Okay, so you have the ability to turn these cards upright as long as you keep going, as long as you don't give up on this project or this relationship. If you're going through a relationship and you've been overthinking it, I had to emphasize that. If you've been overthinking it, stop. Okay, you're draining yourself, you're feeling isolated, and with everything going on, you don't want to feel like that, especially if you're a hypersensitive or an empath. You know what I'm saying? So really try to go do something creative, because I feel like, especially if you are an empath, worrying and feeling things that are not your feelings could get in the way and get you overwhelmed. So I feel like being in a state of stillness and calmness will help you. Also getting tapping into your creativity. Damn, I don't know what he is. I don't want to get none of my shit wet. So because of this, I had to show y'all this last. But the bottom of the deck card was the Two of Feel. This is either you. Okay, so if this is a relationship, you've been trying to create something with someone, and you were going towards it. You know what I'm saying? You was feeling out. You was doing good, and then like you thought you was thinking, right? You was in a good headspace. You thought you was thinking about it, but then we end up. You've been feeling some way about it. You've been overthinking it. Overwhelming yourself with all these negative scenarios about it. So you feel like you can't see this into the end. You feel like you want to give up on this shit. You feel like you can't catch a break with that, with the situation. If you're in a relationship, maybe y'all got into an argument. Maybe you just haven't been feeling. Maybe you weren't feeling the way. Excuse me. Maybe you weren't feeling the same way as you are now. What am I trying to say? Maybe you don't feel the same way that you did in the beginning than you feel now. There we go. Shit. But I feel like you're able to see clearly now. You feel like you stuck. That you're just being complacent. Maybe you feel like you're settling. I don't know. But I feel like because now Spirit has given you some higher awareness. You might have been having downloads. You might have had a vision or a dream that indicated to you that you need to keep going, that you need to push forward in this project, in this relationship, or in the situation that you're in with Yeah. With something that just apply it to you, because I can't really see that with a job. I don't really see that with a job, but I don't really see that with a job at this time, honestly. With finances, you may not feel like you don't have the materials or the resources capable of you you moving forward, just in life in general. With finances, you feeling like you can't catch a break with that. Maybe you're having financial instability and you're searching for that stability. You're searching for that stability. You're trying to save money. You feeling like you have financial restraints on you. You got bills, that shit's still going, you know what I'm saying? You gotta live life even though you may not be at work. It can be tough, but I feel like you feel content. That's just for somebody. If I was able to think of that, that had to be for. That's not for everyone. That's for someone specific. I feel like it's gonna be okay, because I feel like spirit is always communicating with you. Spirit is always connecting to you. 444. Your angels are always supporting you. That may be important to you. If you see that number, that angel number, know that synchronicity is telling you that everything is gonna be okay. Your angels and spirit are supporting you, and they're watching over you. And you can always ask of them. Ask them if you need something. Okay. So this could be a pregnancy, but I feel like it's just a birth of something new, a renewal, a birth. This is really like the birth of your project. Literally. The yin and yang being balanced. I want to finish up. Yeah, this could just be a relationship. This can be really being passionate about this project. It brings you a lot of joy, a lot of love. You have love for it, and I feel like it's gonna be good for you. It's going to feel good as well. You know what I'm saying? Earth signs. Really, I don't know air yet. I don't know in these cards what symbolizes air, but earth, water signs, Leo particularly, okay. But hold on. Okay, I'm about to pull out some mindfulness cards for you guys. Whoa. Yo, I hate the fact that it don't even really be raining. Like, it be sprinkling. Ooh. It be sprinkling, and then that's it. Like, that's it. That's all that's it. Okay, so let's pull a couple. This way. Alright, Spirit, what are some mindfulness messages that the collective should take with them today? What should they practice on doing today? Or whenever they see this message, What are some things that you would like to leave with them? Okay. I don't have to. I feel like this is beneficial too. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one out. Okay, I like that. So this one is dealing with kindness, and the other two are dealing with insight and awareness. The first one is, may I be well. It says, we all want to be safe, healthy, and happy. So even if it feels a bit self-indulgent, reminding ourselves of this throughout the day is a lovely way to stay in touch with this basic desire. An easy way to do this is to repeat the phrases, may I be well, and may I be happy to yourself. These words will cultivate a sense of self-care and can bring a feeling of warmth and kindness to even the coldest times. Try incorporating the phrases into your daily routine by repeating them to yourself each morning when you wake up and each evening before you go to sleep. So may I be well and may I be happy. Repeat those mantras to yourself whenever you need them, so you know that you feel safe and protected within yourself. This is meet the difficult. It may seem counterintuitive to pay attention to uncomfortable sensations, but doing so can be liberating. Our natural first reaction when we feel something uncomfortable, like muscle tension or a slight headache or a difficult emotion, I was about to say feeling, difficult emotion, is to get rid of it immediately, either by moving our attention elsewhere or by trying to fix the problem. But when we decide to meet the uncomfortable area in an open, relaxed way, we can build our composure and even find that what we thought was uncomfortable becomes totally tolerable. Next time a twinge of discomfort arises, try giving it 2 minutes of your non-gentle awareness. Just sit with it, noticing the sensation and breathing through it. Please only do this when it feels safe and never intentionally create difficult sensations for this exercise. So if you're very intuitive, if you're a psychic, empath, if you're hypersensitive to feelings, I'm trying to think of what I am. And that all of them just like flew out my head. But I was thinking about it the whole time. If you have sensations through touch and feelings, through, energies, then this may apply to you. See why, think about what just happened when you come across these sensations. Look at your surroundings when you feel discomfort in your body. Look at what's around you. Look at what's happening. I feel like that's really good. A good tip. Don't think about that. Don't think about the discomfort in itself. Think about what's going on in your circumstances. Like when you walk into a room and your stomach starts hurting, or you get a headache, that might be a sign that you shouldn't be there, or some shit's gonna go down. Let it go. We're always carrying something. Sometimes it's the idea that we should be a certain way, or a memory of when a close friend let us down, or our view of how everyone around us should behave. While holding views and opinion is not intrinsically bad, each one weighs us down in its own way, limiting what we can do and how we can be. Spend a few minutes reflecting on a particular burden you're carrying and play with what it might be like to let it go, and then let that shit go. It didn't say that, but let that shit go, okay? If you follow me on Instagram, I will link that down below. But if you see my most previous video, really letting shit go, especially if it's something that has nothing to do with you anymore, that's in the past, let the past go. We breathing in the positivity, exhaling the negativity, and we're letting all that unnecessary negative shit go. Okay, but this is where I close up the video. I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in today. Stay blessed, stay up, and thank you. Peace.